Namaste. Welcome to AstroVed's. Thanks for joining the live program. Hi, Mr. Arun. Thanks for reaching AstroVed. Your question is, how will be my finance in 2019? Let me see your chart. You belong to Virgo ascendant and the star is Chitra and moon is placed in the house of ascendant. No one occupies the second house. Third house is vacant. Fourth house is occupied by Saturn and it is in retrograde direction. No planet finds place in the fifth house. Rahu occupies the sixth house, which is very good, and seventh house is vacant. Eighth house is also vacant. No one occupies the ninth house. 10th house is occupied by Jupiter and 11th house is occupied by Sun Lord. You have lot of planets in 12th house. Ketu, Mars, Mercury, Venus. 4 planets are finding place in the 12th house, which is not good because 12th house becomes an inauspicious house. It indicates losses, restraints, limitations, confinement. So it is not considered as an auspicious house, but in your chart, 4 planets, Ketu, Mars, Mercury, Venus, they are finding place in the 12th house. Your question is about your finance. So for financial position, we will have to see the second house and 11th house. Your second house lord is Venus. Venus is finding place in the 12th house. Second house speaks about inflow of money, whereas 12th house speaks about losses. Occupation of the second house lord in the 12th house reduces the financial prosperity. At least the 11th house must be strong in one's chart to get financial blessings. Your 11th house is occupied by Sun Lord and Sun is the 12th house Lord. So there is no compensation. But moon occupies the house of ascendant, which is good because it is the 11th house Lord. So it is possible to get financial development, but you may have some struggles in the process. So your question is in that is financial position in 2019. In 2019, Jupiter's transition is going to be in 3rd house from your moon sign. So it is not granting financial prosperity. Saturn's transition will be in the 4th house from moon sign. So it is also not good for getting prosperity. Rahu's transition will be good because it will be moving from the 11th house to 10th house. And Ketu's transition will be from the 5th house to 4th house. So there may be difficulties in attaining financial prosperity in 2019 because there is no support from transiting Jupiter and transiting Saturn. Now you are under the influence of Jupiter's major period and it is going to rule you till April 2029. Jupiter is the lord of the 4th house and 7th house. I told you that you belong to Virgo ascendant. For Virgo people, Jupiter is not considered as an auspicious planet. So we can't expect good support from major period lord Jupiter. Jupiter is not supporting you much. The minor period lord is Mercury. It is ascendant lord, so it is good. Its influence is there till February 2020. So we can expect support from the minor period lord now. This Mercury is also finding place in the 12th house. So, the present position is not favoring you for getting financial prosperity. It is better to pray Goddess Lakshmi for getting financial prosperity. How do we get financial prosperity? One way, you can identify the sources for generation of income. On the other side, you will have to control the expenses. So you can chant Dhanalakshmi Namastestu Sarvadaridranasini Dhanam Dehi Shriyam Dehi Sarvakamamscha Dehi Me. Chant this mantra for 12 times daily in the morning to have financial prosperity. And you can chant the 9th stanza of Kanakatara mantra. That is Dadhya Dayanu Bhavano Trivinam Budaram. It will start as Dadhya Dayanu Bhavano Trivinam Budaram. You can chant the mantra for 12 times in the morning. So consistency is very, very important. Perform fire ritual to Lakshmi Kubera at least once in 6 months. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Mohanan. Thanks for reaching AstroVed. Your question is, when will I migrate? Let me see your birth chart. You belong to Scorpio ascendant and Ketu is finding place in your house of ascendant. No one is there in the second house. Third house is vacant. And the fourth house is occupied by Saturn, and Saturn is in retrograde direction in your chart. No one finds place in the fifth house. Moon occupies the sixth house. Seventh house is occupied by Rahu Lord, and eighth house is occupied by Jupiter Lord. Ninth house is occupied by Mercury and it is in retrograde direction. Sun occupies the 10th house, Venus occupies the 11th house and Mars occupies the 12th house. Your ascendant lord is Mars and it is finding place in the 12th house. This is good indication, that is for traveling to foreign countries. And 9th house is occupied by Mercury Lord, which is in retrograde direction, and it is the 11th house Lord. In transition, Jupiter transition is happening in the 8th house from your moon sign. Saturn's transition is happening in the 9th house from the moon sign. Your star is Bharani. At present, the major period lord is Jupiter, which is going to rule you till 2031. And the minor period lord is Saturn, which will be ruling you till November 2019. There must be influence from 9th house for moving to distant places. Your major period lord Jupiter will have to play a vital role in moving you from the present location. You will have migration in 2020, that is 2020, when Jupiter transits in the 9th house from your moon sign. At that time, you will have influence from Mercury as minor period lord, and it is placed in the 9th house. 9th house speaks about long journeys, long-term contracts. Therefore, it is possible to have migration in another 14 to 15 months. That is, in 2020, you will have the migration because of Jupiter's transition in the 9th house and also because of the influence of minor period lord Mercury at that time. If you want to speed up things, you can chant the 61st stanza of Saundara Lahari for 12 times daily in the morning. Consistency is very, very important in observing the prayers. You will have to chant the mantra after shower and before bath. Sorry. You will have to chant the mantra after shower and before breakfast. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Rama. Thanks for reaching AstroVed. Your question is, when will I get my successful job? I am jobless now. Let me see your chart. Your star is Swati. Your moon sign is Libra. Ascendant is Taurus. In your ascendant house, Ketu and Mercury Lord both are finding place. Mercury is in retrograde direction. Second house is occupied by Sun Lord and Saturn Lord. Venus is finding place in the third house. No one is in the fourth house. Fifth house is also vacant. Sixth house is occupied by Moon Lord. Seventh house is occupied by Rahu Lord. No one is in the eighth house. Ninth house is vacant. 10th house is vacant. And 11th house is occupied by Mars and Jupiter Lord. 12th house is vacant. Actually, occupation of Ketu in the house of ascendant and Rahu in the 7th house poses more challenges and transformations in life. Your question is, when will I get my successful job? I am jobless now. So, I will have to analyze the 10th house because 10th house speaks about occupation. 10th house lord is Saturn. So, he must be well placed in your chart to get blessings. And it is well said in Vedic astrology that someone should find place in the 10th house. Unfortunately, no one is there in the 10th house. But the 10th house lord Saturn is well placed in the second house. Of course, he is along with Sun Lord in the second house. Sun is in 4 degree and Saturn is in 25 degree. So, Saturn is placed in comfortable distance from Sun Lord. So, it is not in combustion. Therefore, the non-occupation of a planet in the 10th house causes instability in career. Now, let us see the effect of transition. At present, that is, you belong to Libra moon sign. At present, Jupiter's transition is highly favorable for you. It is fine. It is transiting in the second house from your moon sign, which is very good for you. And Saturn's transition is also happening in the third house from the moon sign. It is also favorable. So, you have 2 beneficial transition in 2019. Now, we are in December. So, in 2019, you have beneficial Jupiter, beneficial Saturn. So, these lords must help you. Let us see the major and minor period lord. At present, you are under the influence of Mercury's major period. It is going to rule you till January 2030. And the minor period lord is Venus. It is going to rule you till April 2019. Let us see who is Mercury for you. Mercury is the lord of the second house and fifth house. It is placed in the house of ascendant, which is good, and it is in retrograde direction, so which is not good. At present, even though that is the transition of Saturn is favorable for you, transiting Saturn in the Sagittarius sign is aspecting the natal sun placed in Gemini sign. So if there is aspect from Saturn to Sun Lord, there will be disturbance in career. Therefore, you have difficulties in getting successful job. This position will change in January 2020. It is good to chant Hanuman Chalisa daily, perform fire ritual to Saturn Lord, that is, he is the 10th house Lord and he is giving aspect to Sun Lord. That is why you are getting some disturbance. So it is good to do fire ritual to Saturn Lord. Please visit www.astroved.com. You can perform the fire ritual to Saturn Lord and have the practice of chanting the Hanuman Chalisa daily. So these things will be helping you to get good results. Thank you. Hi, Ms. Janani. Thanks for reaching AstroVed. Your question is, I am loving a guy who has Sevai dosham, but I don't have it. What will happen, sir, if I marry him? Many of us told that it creates problems and lead to death. Can you explain? This is your question. Let me see your chart. You belong to Gemini ascendant. Mercury is placed in the house of ascendant. Second house is occupied by Venus Lord and Rahu Lord. No one is there in the third house. Fourth house is vacant. Fifth house is occupied by Mars Lord. Sixth house is vacant. No one is in the seventh house. Eighth house is occupied by Moon and Ketu. Ninth house is vacant. 10th house is vacant. 11th house is occupied by Jupiter and Saturn, and 12th house is occupied by Sun Lord. In your chart, Mars is placed in the 5th house from the ascendant. If you see Mars from moon sign, it is in the 10th house. So there is no Sevai dosham in your chart. When we talk about Sevai dosham, we can classify the type into three, that is three types. One is the boy is having Sevai dosham and the girl is also having Sevai dosham. This is one type. The boy doesn't have the Sevai dosham and the girl should not have the Sevai dosham. This is second type. The boy is having the Sevai dosham, but it is cancelled due to some planetary positions. This is one type. In those cases, a similar chart we will have to see for the in respect of the girl. I don't have your that is you are telling about one guy, but I don't have his chart. So we should see whether he is having such that is cancellation effect in his chart. But in your chart, Rahu is placed in the second house and Ketu is placed in the 8th house. This is not good for getting conjugal bliss. So it may cause frictions in family and it may disturb the family life. First, you will have to clear this. That is, you will have to do some remedies to come out from this dosha. Occupation of Rahu in the second house and Ketu in the 8th house, it is a dosha. And I think that too, you are under the influence of Rahu's major period now. This is going to rule you till 2032. So this is the prime, that is you are facing marriage in this period. In this period, you are under the influence of Rahu's major period. I told you that Rahu causes a dosha in your chart. When we have Rahu Dasa, there will be more ambiguities. You may have lot of confusions. You may get too many directions from too many people and you may not be able to take decisions. That is, false vision will be there. You may not be able to do right interpretations. Totally, you will be confused. So this is happening. First, you do remedies to Rahu and Ketu Lord. You can visit Tirupamburam temple. It is near Mayiladurai, and do one fire ritual to Rahu Lord and Ketu Lord, and then you can pursue this alliance. And uh, it is better to get a matching report. We, that is, in AstroVed we have a service. You can place an order, and we will examine the boy's chart and will tell you about the rate of matching. It is good to do 7 week puja to Rahu and Ketu Lord and also to Mars Lord. And definitely we will have to see the dosha effect, because if the boy, if the girl is not having any dosha, the boy's chart must be free from dosha. This is the general Vedic principle. But if there is any factors cancelling the dosha, then we could consider the chart. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Harvinder. Thanks for reaching AstroVed. Your question is, what gemstone can be beneficial to me? Let me see your chart. You belong to Pisces ascendant. No one is there in the second house. Third house is occupied by Ketu Lord, and Saturn occupies the fourth house. Fifth house is vacant, sixth house is vacant, seventh house is vacant. You have lot of planets in the eighth house. Venus, Mars, Sun, Mercury. You are having 4 planets in the eighth house. Eighth house is not an auspicious house. Sun is in a debilitated position in the eighth house, but Venus finds own place, so it is cancelling the effect. Mercury is in retrograde direction. Ninth house is occupied by Rahu Lord. No one is the 10th house. 11th house is occupied by Moon Lord, and Jupiter, it is in retrograde direction and it occupies the 12th house. Jupiter is the lord of the ascendant and the 10th house, so it must be strong, but unfortunately it is finding place in the 12th house in your chart. You belong to Shravana star. Moon sign is Capricorn, ascendant is Pisces. Now you are under the influence of Saturn's major period, which is going to rule you till July 2035. Minor period lord is also Saturn. It is till August 2019. Now let us see the influence of each and every planet in your chart. First, I will take the Sun Lord. Sun is the 6th house lord. In Vedic astrology, 6th house lord, 8th house lord and 12th house lord, they are not beneficial planets. They are not beneficial for us. In your chart, Sun is the 6th house lord and it is in a debilitated position in the chart. So we did not select Sun's gemstone, because 6th house indicates diseases, deaths, opponents, and 8th house is known for 3 Ds: delays, difficulties, disappointments. So we did not select Sun's gemstone. Next, I will take Mars. Mars is the lord of the 2nd house and 9th house, and Mars is a beneficial planet for Pisces people. In your chart, Mars is also finding place in the 8th house. The helping planet is not accommodated well in the chart. So we did not select Mars gemstone. Let me go to Mercury. Mercury is the 4th house lord and 7th house lord. Mercury becomes a Bataka lord, so we can't expect good results to Mercury lord. So I am not recommending Mercury's gemstone. Then we will take Jupiter lord. Jupiter becomes the lord of the ascendant and 10th house. It is in retrograde direction in the 12th house. So we need not take Jupiter's gemstone because 12th house indicates losses, confinement, miseries. Next we will take Venus lord. Venus becomes the lord of the 3rd house and 8th house in respect of your ascendant, and Venus is not considered as an auspicious planet for Pisces people. So we need not select Venus gemstone. Next I will take Saturn lord. Saturn becomes the lord of the 11th house and 12th house. 11th house is a good house, whereas 12th house is an inauspicious house. This lord is finding place in the 4th house in your chart, and it is not an auspicious placement. So we need not take Saturn as a beneficial planet. Then we will go to Rahu lord. Rahu finds place in the 9th house in your chart. Rahu is considered as good in 3, 6, 10 and 11 and not in the 9th house. Ketu finds place in the 3rd house. Actually, Ketu's occupation is good in the 3rd house, but Taurus is not considered as an auspicious sign for Ketu lord. Now we will take Moon lord. Moon is the lord of the 5th house. It is an auspicious planet for you, and it is finding place in the 11th house in your chart. From 11th house, Moon is giving aspect to 5th house. So Moon is considered as a beneficial planet for you. So you could use Moon's gemstone. That is, you could use Moon's gemstone. Whole pearl is good. It will be giving you luck and prosperity. So have Moon's gemstone. Thank you.